What's going on, guys? We're back with the Odin Project, and we're finishing up the second uh, the second assignment here, and it is the class ID selector. So we got to make ours look like this is the solution. Oh, whoops! I forgot to get the README open. Let's put that down here somewhere. All right, so let's see what ours looks like so far. Alright, so we got everything but number 4 done. So number 4, it says we got number 5 on a class. Div ID 4. Okay, so we need to do 4, and we got to get, what does it say to do? Light green background and font size 24 pixels, and then we need to do we do font weight? I think it's font weight bold, and we want to do background color light green. Alright, let's save that. Save our index file. Let's see what that looks like. Alright. It's bold, it's green. We're done with that one. Alright, so let's get rid of this one. And I think we've got, we got grouping selectors next. So let's open that up. Let's open up the README. Let's build a little off of the previous exercise in which you hopefully added multiple classes to a single element in order to apply 2 different rules to it. Instead of having a single element with 2 different rules applied, though, you're instead going to give 2 elements each a unique class name. Then add rules for styles that both elements share, as well as their unique styles. Make sure you take a good look at the outcome image below to see exactly what is unique about each element and what both elements have in common. This will help you further practice adding classes and using class selectors, so be sure you add the class attribute in the HTML file. For the remainder of these exercises, the format of any colors is entirely up to you. We trust you'll practice using the different values. The properties you need to add to each element are the first element a black background and white text, the second element a yellow background. Both elements need to have a font size of 28 pixels and a list of fonts containing Helvetica and Times New Roman with sans serif as a fallback. Alright, so let's open this up. Alright. Open with, I'm going to open that. Alright, so we just got to make that smaller. This is what we need to make it look like. And I guess let's get rid of this index, and then let's open this and open this. Okay, so let's see what it looks like initially before we do anything. Click me, no click me. Okay, so both of them have a border. That doesn't seem like they have there. One's black background, white letters. One's black letters and yellow background. So we got button class equals, let's make one black and one, we'll make one yellow. The no click me is yellow, the other one is black. Alright, so we want to do black, yellow, curly Q, text size, what was it, 24 pixels? 28 pixels. 28. Alright, so let's save this, and we want to put this into, yep, grouping selectors. Save, replace. And then we want to save this one. Save, replace. Okay. So let's see what that, if that worked. I have a feeling I used the wrong selector thing, and I did. So class, do we do the, I think that's what I was supposed to do. So let's save, refresh. I think I gotta resave this one too. Still didn't do anything. So let's try. Should be able to just refresh this. Still doesn't do anything. Is this pulling over? Yes, it's pulling over the, oh. Did this rename? No, it didn't. It just says 1 beside it, which is weird. So is it pulling the correct style sheet? Yeah, there's only one in there. Grouping selectors. So let's go back over here and look at something real quick. Selector. Grouping selector. Unread. Dot red, and so I have dot black. Changing selectors. So let's try dot black, curly Q, and we want it to have background color black, color white, okay, so that worked. Why is this one not working? Did I do that wrong? Oh no, what did I do? Okay. Control S. That should have saved it. So let's refresh. Is there a comma that I'm missing? Alright, let's do the yellow one. Dot yellow, curly Q, background color is yellow, and then color should be black. Alright, so that did that. So now we just gotta make sure. I'm not sure. Does each element have a unique class name? Yes. Did you use the grouping selector for styles that both elements share? Did you separate rules for the styles unique to each element? So why is this not, let's go back up here to grouping selectors. Red, comma, unread. Black, comma, yellow. Should be the same thing. I'm not sure why it's not changing the text size unless I'm using the wrong, I think I'm using the wrong thing. text size. It's not text size, it's font size. That's why it's not working. Come on, Verter. Alright, so font size should be 28. So let's save that. And refresh. There we go. Font size. The only thing that's the same is the font size and then the font family. Alright, so now we just gotta add the font family. Font family is gonna be Helvetica times New Roman, and then sans serif. And I think I gotta put a, there we go. Alright, so let's save that, refresh it. Helvetica times New Roman, sans serif. And I think because those two have spaces, these need to have quotations and not the little, I think that's right. Save, refresh. Click me, no click me. Is that actually changing the font though? I think it is. Alright. So we're done with that one, but I just want to double check myself and look at the solution. So let's look at the CSS solution. So invert it, fancy. So we named ours black and yellow, so we didn't name it what they did, but okay, so the only thing that I got wrong here is the fact that this one doesn't need parentheses. Everything else is right. Okay, I feel good about that. Alright, let's close this one now. And we should be on assignment 4. So let's do the README. Alright, chaining selectors. Credits for the images in this exercise go to Catho Mutodo, whatever that says. With this exercise, we've provided you a completed HTML file, so you will only have to edit the CSS file. For this exercise, it's more important to understand how chaining different selectors works than how to actually add the attributes. We have 2 images for you to style, each with 2 class names where one of the class names is shared. The goal here is to chain the selectors for both elements so that each have a unique style applied, despite using a shared class selector. For example, you want an element that has both X and Y to have one set of styles, while an element with X and Z has a completely different set of styles. We included the original images as well so that you can see how the styles you will be adding look in comparison. So do not add any styles to them. The properties you need to add to each element are: make the element with both the avatar and proportion classes 300 pixels wide, then give it a height so that it retains its original square proportions. Don't hard code in a pixel value for the height. Make the element with both the avatar and distorted classes 200 pixels wide, then make its height twice as big as its width. Here you should hard code in a pixel value. Alright, so let's do desired outcome. Okay, that's our desired outcome there. And then we want to open up this. Can I just drag and drop? Yeah, okay. Alright. So we just want to edit the CSS. We do not want to edit this at all. So What do they got the images as? Avatar and proportioned. So we want to leave the originals alone, it sounds like. Let's go ahead and drag over this and see what it's looking like right at this moment. Okay, so we just want to mess with these two, which it seems like is the avatar proportioned and distorted. Let me put this down here a little bit. Alright, make the element with both the avatar and proportioned classes. Pixel 300 pixels wide. Then give it a height so that it retains its original square. So we want dot avatar proportioned. I don't think I spelled that right. I'm going to give it a height of 300 pixels. Alright, let's see if that did what it was supposed to. $300 pixels wide, so we want to do width 300 pixels, and then we want to do height auto. Save that, refresh, and nothing's changing. Save. I think what's happening avatar proportion. Does this need to be? Let me delete this and see if that's the problem. Avatar. I didn't think there were supposed to be spaces in that. Okay. Make the element with both the avatar and proportioned classes, but both of these say avatar, so that's confusing. But it didn't say distorted. So then make the element with both the avatar and distorted classes. So maybe it's supposed to be dot avatar, comma, dot proportioned. And then we're supposed to do dot avatar, dot distorted. Maybe. Let's save that. Refresh. Okay, I think that's exactly what we're supposed to do. But both of these have avatar, so it's confusing me. Avatar proportioned. That selects both, but that selects all three. Avatar distorted with 200 pixels. And what else? And then make its height twice as big as its width. So in this case, it's going to be height 400 pixels. Right? Did you properly chain class selectors per each rule? Does the proportioned image retain its original square proportions? Does the distorted image end up looking squished and will distort it? So let's save it and refresh this bad boy. So honestly, both of those, something happened here with this bottom one, and I think it's because it also says avatar here. Avatar, avatar, original, proportioned, avatar, distorted. And it said, both of them said avatar, right? Make the element with both the avatar and proportioned classes. With both avatar and distorted classes. So I think it just means I don't want the original one that has distorted in it, but I'm not sure. Let me just take a peek here and see if I can figure it out without looking at the solution. Let's try this. So I don't think I'm chaining them properly. Alright, let's save that. Refresh over here. There we go. I got it right. Alright, let's just look at the solution, make sure I got it right. It looks right. Solution. Avatar dot proportion, height, auto, width 300, avatar dot distorted, height 400, width 200. Okay. Alright guys, we got that one right. What do we have left here? Alright, I'm going to save the final 2 assignments for the next one, and I will see you guys then. Bye!